Hello and welcome to my new vlog. The vlogs where I film what I get up to every single week. And this week we're starting off in a cave. So let's rewind back to the start of the day where it all began.
Fucking birds, man. Jesus Christ. Benji, what are you doing?
I see here. Daddy.
Morning.
Morning, Daddy.
It's 6 a.m. and I'm very tired and cold. Time for a shower. What the fuck? What?
Well, that was an experience.
And that was not a good night's sleep at all.
But right, it's pure envy sets in for the fact that it literally smells like bacon everywhere I walk, which I would really like a bacon sandwich. Me and Benjamin gonna go for a little walk this morning, wake up a little bit while Jess is getting ready, and take in the fresh air. It does feel like with every camping trip that we go on, it gets better and better. The sights go up and up and up, but to be honest, I was saying this yesterday to my mum and Jess that I don't really need like a campsite. It doesn't really matter to me like where the campsite is. Obviously, I'm a stickler for a good shower. Like I do like a shower every day, but for the most part, I just need a place to put my head down for the night and then go on an adventure and explore like during the day. That's more my cup of tea. English is hard in the morning. But right, the sign says we're going to Cartmel Close, Durham, Fellside and Endmore, which I assume are just like lodge, like camping lodge things. What are these called? Caravans? I guess they're caravans. Obviously, I know the whole point of like going to a haven site like this is basically for the kids and for them to go and enjoy the like different activities that they have on and stuff like that. But Benjamin just like likes to explore. Like, as you can see, he just likes to wander around and find things. But, oh, is there a fish in there? Can't see any fish in here. Maybe there's fish in this one. There'll be tadpoles and stuff like that for sure. You can see all this stuff jumping around. Lots of insects, which by the way, I have been bit to shit. And a really small example of that is on my arm. I've been bit there, but on my leg, I've been bit really bad. I might be being stupid, but surely gas isn't the right solution for these places? Like there's literally gas tanks everywhere. Surely electric hookups for all of these places would be way better. Maybe it's cheaper just to get a gas hob. I'm not sure. I think we've reached the end and there's just little over rabbits over there. Oh, I think I'm missing. There's one there, look. You see him all the way over there?
Oh, the little one.
Yeah.
Green rabbit.
All the way over there. Well, we found a little gap in the fence and I found my mum walking down there on the coastline. Beautiful. I wish the sea was in. But no, not a bad place to go for a morning walk with the sun coming up. It is, however, now time to get back to the tent, get the cat and Jess, and we're going to go out for breakfast, I think. Probably at the same place we went to in the last vlog. And then we're going on a boat, so that should be pretty fun. So, come on. Time to make our way back. Well, I think the plan is to go back to the Grange where we had breakfast the other day, have breakfast there, and then we're going to head on over to the boat. And so we have arrived back. A village of lots of churches, and this place is such a lovely place to go, man. I'm so happy we came back here. We've returned to Butterfingers for tea and breakfast. Lovely. Well, Butterfingers was absolutely gorgeous. The sun has come out, so I think I'm probably due a change of clothes. However, that being said, Benjamin, we are actually going on a boat, which I expected to be quite cold, as you'd expect on a boat, so maybe I'll just keep my current attire on. So, with that being said, it is time to get back in the car and hit the road. Montage has come to an end as we have arrived at the Coniston Boating Centre. We have booked ourselves a motorboat, which looks a little bit like that. We're actually an hour early, so we're going to chill out for a little bit and sit in front of the water. And apparently on this lake there is actually meant to be like a cat island or something, like a wild cat island. I don't really know what that means because as far as I'm aware there's probably no cats on that. Ah, Benji.
What?
Thanks to the rock. And as is tradition, Benjamin wants to throw some rocks into the water. We get a rock. Big throw. Yay! I was right. It's definitely going to be colder on the water. A short wander later, we've reached the edge, well, the edge of where we can walk on the lake anyway. So the lake goes all the way down there. But damn, that's one big ass lake. And you know how it is, guys. You got to skim a stone when you're near some water. So let's see if we can get this one in one shot. I don't know if you'll have to see it actually. Did you see it? Amazingly, I actually think that worked. It is now getting to that time where we're about to go on the boat. So let's get the child. We need to go to the car and get all warmed up and ready. And by warmed up, I mean get some jackets and coats and things. Right, got my bag of things. It is now time to get some life jackets and then get on our boat, which is number 6, which I can't see. Well, I am equipped with my life bra and we are sat waiting for the boat and it is not returned yet. Benjamin's got his life jacket on as well, looking very trendy. And away she blows. Well, we were going to go to that island all the way down there because apparently it has wild cats on it. However, they only let you rent the boat for an hour and it's taken us that long to get to this point in the lake, which is about halfway. So we're going to head back. Well, apparently we're doing donuts. Doing donuts in the middle of a lake. But yeah, we've got to take the boat back because you're only allowed to rent it for an hour at a time, which seems a bit bizarre to me, but it is what it is. We're back at the dock. Time to finally get rid of this stinky bra. Alright, time to go to the next place. Well, a change of clothes and many hours later we have arrived in Bowness because we are going shopping in next to the lake, and it genuinely, it's never taken me so long to find a car space before. But we got lucky as one of these cars pulled out. We managed to get here right in time and we are allowed to stay here for 2 hours. Originally we did plan on going on this lake today, but obviously as you just seen, parking your car is actually basically impossible, so we decided to go to the other lake instead. And also it was like half the price because to rent the boat where we did, it was like 40 quid, but to rent a boat here it's 120 pounds. Well, Benjamin's been silenced for the next hour because we've got him some ice cream. Meanwhile, I'm very happy with a tango. This place is actually so busy. Doing the man thing of sitting down waiting for everyone to finish shopping because I'm currently at a Beatrix Potter attraction shop. So I'm sat here watching the world go by as my family shop in here, or at least have a look around. Yeah, I will say this, I haven't been able to actually film too much because Benjamin's been super latched onto me. Whenever he is latched onto me, I can't hold my phone and I can't film a lot. But whilst I'm sat here, it's a whole load of this. People walking around, lots of little shops. You know, you get the general idea. It's also nice to sit down for a little bit as well because my legs are really sore. Not because I've been walking around and hiking a lot, but I actually got bitten on my leg. Look. Yeah, hairy leg, but yeah, incredibly inflamed from a bite whilst I was asleep. Lovely. I also got one on my head and on my arms. Not fun. Well, I've acquired myself a jumper and we've come back to where the lake is. There is a high percentage chance that I forgot to film everything, but as you can probably tell, I'm back at the caravan and the sun is burning my eyeballs. And we got ourselves a Chinese, which hopefully this is better than the food from Haver. Well, it probably comes as no surprise, but that was shit as well. But who cares when the sun is beaming like that for a sunset? Wow, with Jess's head just there. But right, in a crazy twist and turn of events, we are moving the tent again because we've decided to stay at my mum's place tonight in the caravan. And then what we're going to do is tomorrow, we're heading off to see my aunt first thing in the morning and then potentially spending the rest of the day adventuring, exploring and seeing what we can get up to. So for that to happen, we need to get the tent put down early. So we're a job halfway done. The tent is actually emptied now. I'm actually just taking down this part because I need to wrap it up and all that kind of good stuff. Jess has taken the car because in parenting terms, Benjamin has had a code brown. So Jess has gone to go change Benjamin at my mum's whilst I take the rest of the town. So this is what it looks like before, like this. And after, I don't know how we managed it, but for some reason we've got more stuff with us this time and more space in the boot. I don't know how that's happened. It's a beautiful place to camp. I did enjoy it for the most part. I'm glad we managed to get my car near the tent in the end. But honestly, I've had in fact we all have had like 2 back-to-back really bad night's sleep. So it'd be nice to sleep in a caravan for a change and hopefully get a good night's sleep. Even though we have to be up first thing in the morning. Better than their bed with birds, children, animals. No good. Well, now that that's done, we have collected the child and it is time to go to the arcade with his fist of money. Are you excited to go to the arcade? Yeah? I think it's your first time coming to this. Look at this, Benji. He really doesn't care about winning anything. He just likes to put the coins in the slot. Having the most fun just doing that. It's an absolutely professional way of playing. Jesus Christ, look at this guy. Rapid fires the coins in. The funniest thing, without a doubt, is watching him push the stool. Which is so funny. He's done this everywhere around the arcade. Well, we have ended the night with a grand total of, I don't know, about 500 tickets. And these are all the things that we can get. So Benjamin has decided to get himself a squishy banana. Do you like it? Squish, squish. Never seen Benjamin locked into anything like that intensely before. It's quite funny. Well, as I'm sure you can probably tell, it's the next day and I definitely forgot to film the rest of yesterday. It is the morning. It is currently 7 a.m. and we are clocking out for the day. Lakeland, well, it doesn't say Lakeland. It's been a pleasure. The camper was actually really nice. Unfortunately, it was equally as cold as the tent, but honestly, it was way more comfortable than sleeping in a tent. So actually, I managed to get a good night's sleep for a change. We are now heading off to my aunt's and probably Costa first. So let's get the journey underway and see what we get up to today. Well, Costa was closed. And so I have now arrived at my aunt's, which I'm currently at the bottom of the field, because apparently if we venture all the way down there, it's really pretty. Now, it's a bit of a vertical drop, so I'm gonna have to be really careful about maneuvering my way down here. There's fallen trees and all sorts of stuff. And doing this whilst filming is probably a bad idea. I mean, even a tree can hack it. Look, it's fallen down. Okay, right. Ooh, bloody hell. Very slippy. It's literally a vertical drop, right? That is straight forwards and that's down, as you can see by the incline. I've made it to the halfway point and luckily there's a bit more of a path there. Kind of maneuvered my way down from up there and hopefully it should be really easy now. I think it's not as vertical drop as it was before, although it is still a bit slippy. I'm gonna have to slide my way down the hill. I've made it to the bottom. And because I've slid so far down, I've got crap in my shoes. So when we get down there, I have to empty my shoes. But first, I'm gonna have a little walk through the woods to get down to the stream. Is it a river? I don't know. I assume it's a river. And oh, would you look at this? As it opens up. Wow. This is really pretty. Oh, beautiful. Really made it worth it. Coming all the way up from there. It's a good job I was paying attention because I didn't actually notice these. Look, how cool is this? I think my cousin has been down here, and when she chills, she's made these up. So I think I might add to it myself and do a, Orion's been here situation. So I'm gonna set the phone down and do a bit of a time lapse. Now I should have brought my mount. I didn't think about that, but hopefully I could just set my phone up in a way where you can see anyway. And there we go. I have contributed to Aggie's stone. Does it have a proper name for it? I need to know what it is. I also created the weirdest tripod to set that time lapse up. And then I ran out of space on my phone halfway through, so there was that. This is not so balanced as all things should be. It's this is how, Orion just mounted his phone to film that. So there is that. I think now I'm gonna write my name here, or just my initials maybe, to say that I was here. I hopefully haven't disturbed her space, because I know she, this is her space. I don't want to come here and ruin it. But worst case scenario, she could just yeet it back into the stream. But right, it might be a little unlikely that she comes down here, and it might be even more unlikely that she gets to read this, because high chances are it's going to rain. But I'm gonna put N was in a very school-like way. Yeah. And then we'll put a smiley face. Look. There we go. N was here. Beautiful stuff. Little skim. I think it is now time to traverse back up the hill because I've been down here for quite some time, and whilst it's been very nice for me to chill by the stream, my family is kind of at the top, so I've not eaten. It is currently 9:30, so I think we'll head back up before we need to go. But before I go, I have to just say one more time, what a beautiful little spot to come and relax, man. It's a shame it's so difficult to traverse down here. Hopefully, I think Mandy said that she was going to actually put in an easier way of getting up and down this, because like I said, it's such a lovely spot that it would be nice to be able to get down here easily so you can kind of sit by the stream, because it's beautiful down here. But right, time to make my way back up there somehow. I want to say it's easy getting up here, which it is. It's just way tiring because it is quite literally vertical. Nearly there. Oh, I see Jess. Well, we've arrived in Ingleton, where we're going to go for some wander around today. It looks like it's going to rain shortly, so there is that. But I'm going to nip to the shop real quick because Jess is starting to get a little bit ill. So I'm going to see if I can get some Lemsip or something like that, which I'm sure they do. Just what I'm looking for. So I think I need this and this one maybe. So it's acquired. Time to get my food. Oh yes, the goods have arrived. Will that sit there? Probably not. Nope, won't sit anywhere. Okay, well, I'm gonna eat my food. Well, a bit of a disaster. I have run out of petrol. So we're currently 11 minutes away from a petrol station, and my car is telling me that I have 35 miles in it, which it said about 15 miles ago. So hopefully I've got enough in the tank. I don't see why not. We should be able to get there perfectly fine. It's only 11 minutes down the road, so fingers crossed that this petrol station has diesel in it. But if it doesn't, then we're a little bit screwed. Not too screwed, because thankfully my aunt and uncle live locally, so they can probably ship us over some diesel. But this is like the only diesel or petrol station nearby. So here's to hoping we can make it. Well, it's very close to the road mark, but we have indeed made it to the petrol station. Hopefully it doesn't cost me an arm and a leg. Oh dear. Well, with the diesel crisis averted, we have indeed arrived at Ingleborough Cave. The journey begins, and would you look at that? That's beautiful. Sadly, however, it is raining. All right, we've got ourselves a map, and I think we start down here, so we're gonna walk all the way up there. Apparently the walk is about the walk is about a mile away, and it is now 10 to 12. So let's see how long it actually takes us to get there, because I reckon it'll take about half an hour, but with Benjamin it might take a little bit longer than that. Well, I wasn't expecting this after literally 5 minutes worth of walking, but just down here is a massive reservoir. At least that's what I assume what it is. Wow. Huge. We've arrived at our first pit stop of the trail, and just like yesterday, it's a money tree where people have just come in and nailed in loads of coins into this tree. Crazy. What a bizarre thing to do. Looks kind of cool though. This kid is such a trooper, man. Climbs up all this stuff 1.5 miles uphill. Not the easiest thing in the world to do. Like, I'm hot and my legs are killing me, but Benjamin keeps going. I think we've reached the grotto. I'm not sure though. But oh my lordy, look at this. What a random spot for this to be in. What's it say? So it is the grotto looking towards the white scars. Wow, what a view. Amazing. If you want to read it, there you go. I, however, want to look in here. What a random, like what is this used for? Only 400 yards to go. And just through the gate, there's a little bridge here and lots of cows, look, chilling by the water. Hopefully I don't scare them off. Aww. This is actually a walk you can go on, oddly enough, but then the cows don't want you to come through. What do the cows do? They go moo?
Moo.
God, the cows absolutely being mauled by the flies. Relatable in a tent last night. We've made it to the top, and I am so glad that they have a cafe. Before we go into the cave over there, have an ice cream, have a nice little view. Which, believe me, after that walk, is very well needed. All right, it's time to enter the caves. We've got the helmets on. I'm looking like Bob the Builder today. Hopefully it's not too dark. It's not that dark actually. It's all right in here. It's very noisy as they're pumping air in and out, I think. But wow, look at this. Although I say that, and it is actually quite dark. Just, you know, random pieces of rock hanging from the ceiling. What are they called? Stalagmites, I think. Going for that first bit, but I have to crawl because it is very, very low to the ceiling. Oh, how bizarre. I think that's got to do with all the water dripping on it constantly. How strange. It actually looks so strange. It doesn't even look real. Oh man, the camera can't even pick it up, but look, the light is actually showing through the rock. How mad is that? Isn't this like someone's phobia? Like the way that looks? It looks gross. I'm actually amazed at how well it's lit up. You can actually see all the way down there. Wouldn't like to fall down there though. I wonder how cold it is. Oh my god, it's fucking freezing. Oh my god, that's actually really cold. It's actually gross. It looks vile. Benjamin is having the time of his life. Let's go. I get to stand up straight here, but this is how low it is. Back down we go. Oh, look at this. How beautiful is that? We've reached the end of the caves. I wonder if they're going to keep digging down this way and extend it further down. And at the end, there's this cool little spot. It's crazy how that looks. And if you stand in this direction, you can actually see the reflection in the water down there, look. But if you'll focus, it looks like a city because it's upside down. I'll do some editing wizardry and flip it for you. Well, it turns out all this place is completely natural, which is bizarre. But the river that we found outside actually used to flow through here, which you can kind of tell from all this stuff. Well, that's a bit scary. Imagine if that fell on your head. Because it's no joke, man. Jesus, look at these spikes. From the caves, back outside. Well, that was absolutely lovely. It is now 2:10, and I would like to go see if we can find a waterfall because there's a lot of waterfalls around Ingleton, or I think it's Ingleton. So now that the rain has stopped and the sun has come out, I think it is time to head back towards the car, a long way to the car, and see what we can find before we make our journey back home. This is why I'm not filming on the way down. That was actually a good little hike. I wouldn't recommend doing it with a toddler because he didn't want to walk down. He only wanted to be carried, which is understandable really. He's only like 3 years old, isn't he? But yeah, tiring, but worth it. Now, the plan was to go to a waterfall to have some lunch and just chill out before we head back home. But unfortunately, the waterfall is quite a trail away and I can't be bothered to walk there anymore. And Benjamin is like flat out asleep. So instead, we've come here where it's very windy to have lunch instead, which has got a lovely view of the Yorkshire Dales. As it is incredibly windy out there, I think we're just going to chill in the car with a nice view in front of us and have some lunch here instead. So, cheers. All right, lunch was lovely. It is now time to hit the road and head back home because it's been a lovely time up north, but we have been away for too long. And speaking of too long, it's going to be 3 hours to get home. So, buckle in for either maybe some B-roll, or either way, I'll just see you there, okay? So, boop. Well, I was meant to be going home, but I was so tired on the motorway that we decided to stay in a hotel. So now, I'm on the roof of a Tesco, which might be the weirdest sentence I've ever said. But yeah, this is indeed a Tesco Extra in Chester. Honestly, I was way too tired to continue driving, so we're here to get some nappies for Benjamin. All right, wow, the sky looks beautiful. It's actually really nice. Time to go towards the hotel and to check in, which is the Doubletree by Hilton. Lovely little spot. It's been a while since I've stayed in a hotel. I've been fucking camping for like the last fucking year, I swear. And this is our room. Holy moly. What do you look at this? What the fuck is that? What the? Okay. Look at the size of that bed. Holy moly. And the bathroom is looking very good. Oh my god. After camping, I'm excited to stay here because this place is nice. They even gave us a cookie on arrival, which is very warm, and I'm looking forward to eating that. But damn, This place is quite fancy, isn't it? This bed looks huge. Oh my god. Is it comfy? Oh my god, I'm so tired. It's nice. I had a feeling this would be the case, but I wasn't quite sure. But you could rotate the telly around, which is squeaky, but you can rotate the TV around so you can sit here and watch it. Oh, we have to make Benjamin's bed. What a time to catch the sunset. But oh, this is a beautiful little spot. Well, we've got our bags. It is now time to figure out what we're doing for food. Hopefully they do some food here because I can't be bothered to go out. Which, thankfully, they do. They have a place called the Garden Room and Terrace where they have a lovely menu. And this is the children's menu. And oh my god, that's got my name written all over it. But first, we all look scruffy. So I think it is time we get changed out of the scruff stuff and get into a nice shirt for a change. And boom, much better. Got a shirt on, got some jeans, trainers. I left my nice shoes in the car, but we're looking good. Time for food. Wow, look at this. This is lovely. Beautiful restaurant. Now that the kid is preoccupied, by the way, this is an absolute lifesaver. Don't care what any parent says, definitely get one of these. Budweiser acquired, and everyone keeps questioning my choice on beer. I've just acquired a taste for Budweiser. I've drank a lot of beers over the years. Obviously, I worked in a lot of bars, a lot of pubs and stuff like that. So I do like a lot of lager, but Budweiser is just the easiest thing to go for, and it's pretty much everywhere, so it's a safe bet. It obviously seems like a weird thing to say as we're on holiday, but it's been such a long holiday. It's actually nice to relax because the way I like to do things is pretty much like go, travel everywhere, do as much as you possibly can in the shortest allotted amount of time. But honestly, I was so tired on the way home. It was like, you know what, I'm just going to get a nice hotel, somewhere to relax and kick back for the night. And it's genuinely nice just to sit here and not have to worry about anything. You can go home tomorrow, relax, take it easy. Enjoyment. Oh, yes. Get in my belly. Well, I think it's time to wind down and get this kid washed and ready for bed because he's a little ill and going a bit crazy, aren't you?
Yeah. That's Shani.
Crazy baby.
That's Shani.
I think on that note, I'm going to end this video, so I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, leave the video a thumbs up around. I'd appreciate that. If you are new around here, feel free to subscribe. But as always, guys, it's been Orion. I love your faces, and I shall catch you guys next week at 6 PM Friday for the next vlog. So peace, much love. Bye-bye. We have finally made it to the cave, which if we go all the way up here, looks awesome. Wow, look at this place. Love how my mother's dog's just in the water. There's some beautiful stepping stones here that take you all the way into the cave, which I'm a pro at this by now, you guys have seen. Easy stuff.